Cousin Internet, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show. And with me, to my left, your right on the radio dial, it's Cousin Jason.
Hello.
And to my right, your right? What did I say for you?
You said right to your left.
Yeah.
This is going very well.
It's
Cousin nonsense.
Kenny.
Hey!
Oh my God, Kenny.
What?
Yeah, like you're having a conversation. I set my level as you were talking, and then you come in.
Well, you didn't think he was going to be talking like to his right, radio left throughout the entire show, did you?
Well, was I too loud again?
Yeah, you were like James, because you're trying to overcompensate for your effeminate hey.
How about this?
That's
What
not,
if I talk like this?
That's very creepy.
Let's not turn
Welcome
into
to
one.
Love Lines.
Which are you supposed to be, Dr. Drew, or are you Adam Cole?
I don't remember. No, what was that one show? It was on Real Radio years ago at night with the woman Erin Summers with the deep, sultry voice.
No, I wouldn't know. I'm too young. I'm not from here.
You just
there you go.
It was like a people would call with sex advice.
And they would call what you say a radio?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what my grandpapa used to listen.
They don't have radios in England? I thought they were invented there.
They're very behind. They're actually
They were invented in Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, Scotland, England, it's all the same to me.
Yeah. Well, to Americans, everything outside of America is not
London.
America.
Yeah.
London.
If it's not America, we don't give a shit.
When I was just in Vienna, I was at the palace where the president stays, where he lives.
Wait, the president of Vienna?
President
Vienna.
House?
They have
You
a
know where
president?
that is?
It's the palace. That's where we had this big party there. But there was the famous balcony where Hitler gave his speech. And it was just kind of weird to see that like in person, not surrounded by Nazis. So I, went up there and
Shouted.
Reenacted his speech?
yeah, as much as I could remember. I paraphrased a lot
Yeah,
of it.
you provide some of your opinions and thoughts.
Did you use the accent?
Of course.
That's what really
That's what
sells
makes
it.
bad.
And I put
That's what sells it.
two fingers under my nose to simulate the Hitler stash. First of all, before we actually go into the podcast,
Oh, we haven't gone into it yet?
no, I haven't.
Are we
even-
recording?
I haven't hit record yet.
Oh, okay.
So Kenny, you can admit to that gay thing. We're not recording. No. Are you guys alive?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, as far as I can tell.
There is a hurricane barreling towards us right now.
At 8 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And
Gonna take a short 4 to 5 days to get here, if it gets here.
is going to murder everyone. That's what I saw on the news. And then here's my opinion. I feel like people in Florida, I feel like a lot of, not everyone, I'm not going to generalize I feel like a lot of people, they just treat this as another holiday. And while I was at Target today, I'm literally there buying snacks because we had a car trip planned. So I'm buying snacks for the car trip, and I just see people laughing as they're buying all of the water. And, like, someone is grabbing 2 to 3 cases of water. And my question is, like, how did you survive up until today if you didn't have all of that water? And then my further question is, are you buying all of that water because you honestly think I'm going to need, what is that, 73 bottles of water over the next week?
Yeah, 73 is 3 times something, I'm
24?
sure.
Yeah.
Or was it 24?
24 to
I think
depending on when
70,
you go.
of all the numbers you could have picked, you picked a prime number. I just want you to know this.
Well, it was at Amazon. But my question was, do you need all of those bottles of water, or are you buying it so that someone else doesn't have it? Is it like, I got it, it's mine?
Do you think these people are like price gouging? They're like selling them on for an inflated price?
I don't know. I just feel like they're treating it like it's a holiday.
I must admit, like today, Universal were selling crates of water to their employees, and
I didn't know that.
earlier in the day they were selling packs of 24 small bottles.
Oh.
But at the end of the day, because they'd run out of the small bottles, they were selling packs of 24 big bottles.
See,
So I did have a little sense of
Yeah.
when I bought my big bottles at the end of the day for the same price as the little ones.
I should have done that. That would have been a lot easier to go into Costco and just hitting some old lady over the head and stealing her 2 cases.
Yeah, or
I mean, she couldn't lift them anyway.
or
so.
hear me out. You have a perfectly good faucet right now
Mm-hmm.
that you could fill Tupperware with your water
Yeah.
and put it in the freezer.
That's
But
what I
the
just
thing-
did.
but
guess
yeah,
got
I mean,
gallon
but
bags.
Where the hell did James
but
come
no
from?
no one still owns the lids
blew
to
in.
any of their Tupperware.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with all of that? Just have it
Exactly.
out?
No, you do it in Ziploc bags too, because it can take the shape of wherever you're putting it in the freezer.
I am putting my chicken carcass bones in my Ziploc bags. So
Chicken
'cause-
carcass bones.
Yeah, I
Um,
make my own stock. So
Yeah, but I do feel like that it is celebrated more as a holiday than
The hurricane?
yeah.
It is.
I'm rooting for it.
Then I hope it gets
I mean,
so
it
many
is-
people.
We need a good purge.
it
right
is
now.
also a
We
holiday.
really
though.
do.
It's a
Labor Day
cleansing.
weekend,
It is
so
Labor Day
it's like-
weekend.
Well, they've already canceled school for our county and
Yeah, mine too.
Tuesday.
So this is what's fucking so like my other job, the hurricane was supposed to hit Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And now it's
So-
slowed down.
So they like people who were calling to make reservations for the show were like, "Hey, we're canceling our reservation for Sunday." Totally understandable. So the company says, "Cancel that show." All right, that's supposed to be a hurricane. I get it. So our show was canceled on Sunday. The other show was canceled on Sunday, and then the other show has shows Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So they canceled their Monday show, and then they canceled their Tuesday show. And now this hurricane is supposed to hit Wednesday.
well, Tuesday night, Wednesday day, yeah.
We'll start feeling the effects Tuesday morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've lost already like over $150 in work from things that canceled. And
Jeez.
so
I could have
give
done
out
it.
Give out your Venmo.
my
so they
Venmo
can
is james.dillman at
Stay in the
gmail.
motels anyway. Staycation.
Why is Jason here?
for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
All of the digs that I miss, he's here to.
Yeah. Oh, he picks it up in spades with an accent. Makes him sound even cockier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
It's like-
cocky.
Nia
It's like
is
he's king all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's,
It's great.
they had one for the
So
longest
great.
time.
Yeah. And
And
now they got an English Trump.
Now they have a future king who is, get this,
He's a dancer.
taking ballet.
Boys
Good
don't
luck with
dance.
that.
I guess the bloodline ends there. Am I right?
You know what, Todd? I take ballet.
Yeah.
I find that very offensive.
Now, do you finally want to come clean with this?
Yes.
No, that was something that blew up
It was so
on
stupid.
Facebook.
That this week in the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And
Oh my god.
I still haven't had
oh
it.
my God, it's so
I haven't
good.
had it either.
It's so good. Seriously, it's
Yeah?
good. It's yeah,
How is it?
it's so good.
Okay.
Have you had the Impossible Whopper?
No, I'm not into fake food.
99% of everything you're eating at a fast food restaurant is fake food.
Yeah, I know. No, I just haven't actually had the opportunity, and I really don't like Burger King as it is because the after flavor for me gives me heartburn with the coal. The
Have either of you
Grilling.
actually had an Impossible Burger?
I have.
No.
it's impossible.
No, I've had Beyond Meat, but
Beyond-
I haven't had the Impossible.
Impossible is really good.
and from what I heard, they're going to stop the Impossible and they're going to go to Beyond Meat now,
Who,
yeah,
Burger
I've
King?
heard,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I've
Why?
heard that too.
just because of the economics of it.
Oh, that's a shame because
Yeah, the stock price of Beyond went down a little bit because I have one stock in Beyond Meat.
in Beyond,
Yeah.
I thought it might have been a demand thing because I know Impossible is going into the grocery stores soon.
Is it?
Yeah, well, when you live with a pescatarian who doesn't eat meat,
Oh
You-
no, I thought it was just because she was brown and Canadian.
no, Canadians, they eat bacon.
Oh, they have
Or as
Canadian
we
meat.
call it, ham.
Yeah.
It's not real meat. It's Canadian.
Did I ever tell you this? My first meal in America was
Canadian?
was pancakes, and I was like, oh, Canadian bacon. I wonder how that's different. So I got pancakes, and it all just came on just a massive slice of ham. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is very disappointing.
Welcome to America.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what the Statue of Liberty says.
Yep.
Welcome to America.
Here's some
We're
ham.
Here's some ham.
Our president is a ham.
What are you guys doing to prepare for the hurricane, which is going to kill you anyway?
Well,
Cookies and beer mainly.
The
Right.
thing that sucks for me right now is my refrigerator is out again. So it's like
jeez.
We're bringing it back in.
I'm living with like pre-hurricane issues right now as it is. But
I'm
I'm doing
we
the
don't cover that if it's a pre-hurricane issue.
exactly. It's pre-existing. But I'm doing the once it comes back up, I'm going to do that Ziploc thing because it's just easier to fit in wherever you have room in your freezer rather than loads of ice or the Tupperware containers that you have to Tetris in there.
Right.
And candles. And I ship my daughter off to her dad's house. So.
Where's he?
Apopka.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the hurricane won't kill her, but
A hurricane won't kill her.
crazy rednecks.
No, a hurricane won't kill her, but I won't kill her from being bored without internet.
Not open yet.
Oh.
You guys are with her. Oh, you're good.
They're with. Yeah. Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome in.
my
Look.
God.
I did the whole German thing. But anyway.
No, what I was saying is I won't kill her because when the internet goes down, she's impossible to deal with.
Oh my
You
God.
mean beyond?
She's beyond possible.
I guess she's not a book
she's
reader.
10. She will if forced to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
Like
if
if
the
you
internet's down.
if you tie her down to a chair.
By the way, James is doing her makeup.
If
as
it's
we're
like her
talking.
homework.
It's
And
called-
see, I can
She's
ho-
multi-talented.
I can actually talk at the same time.
I
too.
know.
She's farting.
I
No,
can't
I'm
do. I
bleeding.
can't do that when
Farting.
I
I'm
put my
bleeding.
makeup on.
FARDING means
Because I'm
to
preening.
apply makeup.
Yes.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd's full of a well of useless
Yeah.
knowledge.
If it sounds like fart, I know about it.
And I also have my best friend's animals, so I have 3 times the animals I usually have.
Well, that's
wow.
good because then if you do lose power, you have something you can eat.
That's what I'm thinking. They're chihuahuas, so I figure they're more like
Oh, a delicacy.
Cornish game hens, right? You
That's-
just put them on a
that's
spit and
one
rotate
meal.
them.
Chihuahua is one meal.
Yeah.
Kenny, what are you doing to prepare?
Well, I stole the water from the old lady.
Right.
You told her you were going to carry it and then just ran with it?
Yeah. And yeah, that's really about it.
Do you live in a flood zone?
No,
No.
we live in a condo.
Oh, I'm getting sandbags tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you live in a flood zone?
No, I have a raised foundation house, but then I have an add-on den that's at a lower
Let's call it a
elevation. No. It's a 1935 bungalow, thank you. But I have an add-on den that's at a lower elevation, and yeah, so that could be an issue.
Now, isn't the by the time the hurricane gets to us, isn't it supposed to drop to a Category 1?
Not according to today. The latest,
Well-
it's going to stick at around a 3.
The
Oh,
winds,
okay.
the winds aren't going to be the problem from what every guy is saying on TV.
It's really slow moving.
It's slow moving. It's just going to sit and rain and rain and rain. So it's the flooding.
and so
It's not the winds that'll get you.
It's
the flooding.
I'm going to Helen, Georgia, with Renette for her birthday.
Where is hell in Georgia?
It's like in the mountains, like
Oh,
Appalachian Mountains.
so banjo time.
Yeah.
No, all right. You got a purty mouth.
I'm really hoping that we get like a bunch of the storms from that as the hurricane comes up, because I'm bringing like a machete and
And a hockey mask?
A hockey mask.
And that's how Trump says you should combat hurricanes. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna run into the storm and start swinging a machete at it. Take this, Jason. How are you preparing?
it's mainly that. We've got like sort of some foods. Like we're in an apartment complex, so we're.
Do you have hurricanes in England?
We had a very large storm in 1987, which I slept through.
1987.
1987.
Oh my God.
Whereby our fence ended up in a garden 2 doors down, and our
That's
garage
nothing.
garage roof ended up in a garden about
Sorry,
5
what's a
doors down.
garage?
I think you.
Is that
I
the
think
same
you
as
call
a
it
garage?
home. The roof ended up in a garden like 5 doors down, and that was about it. But I slept through it.
Yeah, hurricanes.
It's all cold water around where we are.
Renette and I were talking about
Sorry.
this earlier. Growing up like in a beach town, every year there's a threat of a hurricane, and they'll do like the mandatory evacuations, which are not mandatory. So that's kind of a dumb thing that they'll issue a mandatory evacuation, and then they'll come by and go, "You staying here?" Go, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right,
Have fun.
bye." And
Try not to die.
But even then, people threw, hurricane parties, and they drunkenly stumble out to the beach, and the hurricane, like 99% of them that threaten Florida, veer north at the last minute and destroy South Carolina.
I mean, there's good advice in general. If you're finding yourself approaching Tampa, veer north immediately.
So I was always jaded as far as
That's a song.
this is the one. This is the one, guys. And then it never happens.
If you don't pay attention, you're going to get caught in it.
And then in 2004, we had those 3 that crossed over us.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I was in Naples on the beach with that.
What was the 4th one?
Charlie?
No, the 4th one
Irma?
that
Maria?
Was this
Jezebel?
in 2000? Still in
2004.
2004?
Jean.
The one that went up and destroyed
Jean.
New Orleans. Katrina.
Oh, Katrina.
Oh, Katrina.
So yeah, there is a whole the sky is falling sort of thing that I feel like I don't know. I just feel like there is so much doom and gloom on the news about it. But they realistically
Like a social panic.
They can't come on and go, don't worry about it.
Because
that'll be the one.
Yeah.
That'll be the one where the old lady is like,
It's all the what ifs. That's really annoying.
old lady with all that extra skin
This
goes
is
outside.
this
it's
is
like
also the time that
like a
people
wingsuit.
are reminded that 2 bodies can fit on a door.
Yes.
If you're in a flood zone, Rose.
That's a Titanic reference.
That is a Titanic reference. Although it wasn't a door, it
Rose.
was actually
A headboard or something, wasn't it?
No, it was a decorative panel above a door, which would have
Isn't there an English word for that?
No. Decorative panel above a door.
Ooh, we don't have those here.
Because they found a photograph of, well, they didn't find it. They released the reference photo from the movie that they made the prop that Rose was lying on based on.
She was still a whore and he could have lived.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one thing that people aren't talking about with reference to this hurricane is
What's
that
that?
meteorology is nonsense.
Yeah, it's witchcraft.
I just feel like I've been saying this a lot to people recently. I just think anyone studying to become a meteorologist should just spend 6 months in Florida during the summer to just know that their job is pointless.
Well,
Yeah.
Because no one can predict anything. Like there were supposed to be storms today at 5 p.m.
there were.
And I mean,
In my area.
Oh yeah, well, the storm in your area isn't that uncommon.
That's a vagina joke.
So actually, to your point, one of the guys in my burlesque group is actually a trained and went to college for meteorology.
He also does-
That's why he has to
and
strip on
now
the side.
and now he's
Yeah.
in a burlesque group.
He also
so
reads tea leaves and does
he's an
numerology.
aerialist and he's a stilt walker,
cards.
so that tells you something. Yeah, exactly. There is a scale on Facebook. Everyone's saying like when the meteorologists take off their jacket and then
Oh,
if
yeah.
they roll up their sleeves or if the top button of their shirt comes unbuttoned, shit's getting real.
The fun thing about the hurricanes are the dumb people.
Like Jason.
Like like the Darwins, like when you see the guy that's like, I got a wingsuit and I'm gonna go outside.
Oh, yeah.
But don't worry, I've tethered myself to the ground, so I'm just gonna hover there for a while, and then he fucking flies off into the side of a building.
Or the people who make it up and they have somebody off screen blowing a fan at them, like they're
in front
actually
of a green screen or something
or
like
yeah,
that.
or they're sitting on a street corner and somebody behind them is perfectly fine and there's nothing really actually happening. That's funny.
Yeah, people are just dumb. People are dumb in general. Do you have gas in your car?
I do. I filled up. I wasn't able to last night because our gas station was completely empty of regular gas. But I left this morning at 9:15 in the morning, and it was fine.
I just the people that think like this is going to be the last water ever. I have to get all of the water because there's not going to be any more. It's falling from the sky.
Yeah. Who knows how long the water will be out in my apartment complex?
Well,
Right.
there is the point of if the water gets tainted for some reason for stormwater.
Yeah, fill up your bathtub.
So yeah, so that's the the idea behind bottled water
Or
and gallons
live in
of
a
water and
better
stuff like
area
that.
where you don't have to worry about that.
You want to pay for that?
Yes.
He's got
Okay.
money.
I want to pay.
He goes to Japan.
It was like all of
In
the
Vienna.
All of like the batteries and the flashlights were out at the Publix on the corner of Conroy and Kirkman, a place that's completely surrounded by apartment complex. Like
Right.
those are the places the electricity is going to come back.
Surrounded by
first.
theme parks
Because-
and all the hotels. Yeah.
Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I remember last year my wife worked for a medical facility, and when Irma hit, they let us stay there because it's a hurricane shelter. And so we stayed there for about 2 or 3 days, and then we went home, and when we got home, everything was fine. No damage. Power never went out.
I treat hurricanes as my own little individual purge. I go out and just have some fun.
Like yelling at the hurricane in
Yep.
the style of
Oh,
the Southern
speaking
Gentleman.
Speaking of, the Southern Gentleman Challenge. Someone tagged me on that.
Oh, again.
What is this?
It makes its rounds.
So last year, I had the idea for something called the Southern Gentleman Challenge. And I think we should change the name so it's inclusive.
Of everyone.
I'm woke.
How about just the Gentleman Challenge?
Yeah, but the Southern wasn't the part that I was concerned with. I was trying to include women.
Oh, I don't want to be a
So
part of your games.
The idea of it was, this was during Hurricane Irma. You go outside, and with a drink during the storm.
Oh no, I did see this
and
last year.
you make with your drink, you make a toast to the storm to send it off, but you have to do it as
stylishly,
a Southern gentleman.
So this was because Irma was a very kind of like Southern Belle name. Though,
yeah,
right?
that's what started it.
Dorian less so. I feel
Dorian
like
is very dark and
it's
gloomy.
yeah.
And it's actually a woman's name, this storm. They're calling it a she.
I mean,
Dorian?
Yeah.
Dorian
Yeah.
Gray.
Dorian
is not a
Gray.
woman.
Yeah, but still
And
they're called
John Dorian.
But
from
there's
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
there's
Oh, love
Dorian
Scrubs.
characters on soap operas on TV that are women.
Oh, that's why I haven't heard it as a woman.
All right, so I have here. I'll play my my Southern Gentleman Challenge from last year, so you can get like an example.
That'd be great.
Well, hello there. This is what we call the Southern Gentleman Challenge. Excuse me, Irma. I believe, like the North during the Civil War, you have overstayed your welcome. My dear, you are as annoying as a flea on a dog.
So instead of a toast, it's more of a send-off.
like a roast.
Like a kiss
My
off.
dear, you are like a hooker that I don't intend to pay for. Now look at my dog.
And then my dog walked out and just walked out into the ring. So that's the challenge. This episode will post tonight, so it'll be there. You have to videotape yourself or record yourself, Facebook Live.
During the storm.
I
Something.
mean, maybe Todd could like post a video or two on the Mama's
I'll-
Facebook page.
I
Post
will.
it tonight. Post yours for an example.
I will.
Yeah, from
And
last
then
year.
I feel like tonight at the end of our show, instead of things we learned,
Yeah, we'll do a
we should do a
challenge.
gentleman's challenge.
Southern Genteel challenge.
Genteel?
Yeah.
That's dumb. All right. I'm just kidding.
I don't need both of you.
So we should wrap this up because we have a
So
show.
we're luxury items.
Jason,
Yeah.
what did you learn today?
Unless I learned something, then I had something confirmed that Floridians do not take the weather remotely seriously, and neither should they.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking stupid. It's black magic sorcery. James.
Yes.
What did you learn tonight?
I learned that Megan puts up with a lot at home.
Yeah, he's got a huge dick.
That's not what I was
Kenny.
referencing, but
Good for
okay.
her.
Kenny, what did you learn tonight?
I've learned that apparently there are no natural disasters in England except that one time in 1987.
No, that's not true. James Corden exists.
I like James Corden.
I like James
Burn.
Corden.
Yeah, women love
Yeah,
James
you didn't
Corden.
have to put up with his career when it was basically laughing at other people's jokes.
Oh, that was Ross. What's his name? On he's a YouTube celebrity, Ross somebody or other.
And I learned something today, too, that apparently I should be dead because everyone is buying 73 bottles of water today.
I don't
and
have any.
I think the last bottle of water I drank was 3 weeks ago. So, all right, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Call 473-631-985. You can find me, Todd, on Instagram at Todders or on Facebook. Just search my name. And Xbox Live, Duty Poo Poo, DOODIEPOOPOO. That's also Snapchat. Jason, where is you?
You can find me at my website, jasonblackwater.co.uk, or on Instagram at jblackwater, where it's the letter J, color black, liquid water, where mostly I'm posting pictures of myself dressed as a space Nazi.
All right. Yep. I get it. James,
Hi.
where Jesus, where are you?
I'm right here in front of you, Todd.
Kenny, where can people find you?
At the IHOP eating my weight in pancakes.
.com.
You can find me at CourseIt'sAndCuties.com or on Instagram under CourseIt'sAndCuties and all of our upcoming and local shows.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.